For the ear, we are going to be working in rows. Row 1, we're going to start with a slip knot, chain 7, and then you're going to single crochet 6. And just like in my previous tutorials, I don't do a chain 1 to move on to the next row. I like to directly single crochet into the stitch below. This will be called a direct single crochet, and I find it just keeps my edges nice and straight. After you've done that direct single crochet, you just finish the row with a single crochet of 5. For row 3, we are going to do another direct single crochet, increase in that same stitch, single crochet 5, and then increase in your 5th and final stitch. Here I am just showing you my 5th stitch, and I'm going to add an extra stitch to increase that row. Row 4 is exactly the same. We're going to directly single crochet, increase in that direct single crochet, and then single crochet along your row. It should be 7, and then once you hit your 7th stitch like I am here, you're going to add an extra stitch to increase the row. And we repeat the same process for row 5, increasing on either side of our row. Row 6 is where we no longer do any increases. You are just going to directly single crochet 11 along your row, and you're going to want to place your stitch marker at the beginning side of row 6. This will be the same side as your tail. This will come in handy for counting rows and decreasing later on. This next section is super easy. You are just going to directly single crochet and then single crochet 11 along your row. You are going to repeat this for rows 7 through 13. Skipping ahead to row 14, we are going to directly single crochet, but we are going to decrease, and we will only decrease along the edge that has the stitch marker. So instead of going in the first stitch that we make, we're going to go in this stitch directly to the left of that stitch. Once you've done your direct single crochet decrease, you're going to single crochet 10 along your row. For row 15, we are not along the edge of our stitch marker, so we are going to direct single crochet as normal and then single crochet 10 back along your row. Along with using the stitch marker as a guide, the rows that are even are the only ones that get decreases. And so 16 will be a decrease, and I'm going to show you what happens if you get these little loose loops when you're decreasing. To prevent that, you're just going to pull out your previous stitch from the row below, and keeping your tension tight on this loop before you do your last stitch of the row is what will prevent that loose loop. Continuing on with row 16, you are going to direct single crochet decrease, single crochet 9 along your row. Row 17, odd number, and we're not with our stitch marker, so we are going to direct single crochet as normal, single crochet 9 once again. Row 18, we have a direct single crochet decrease, and then single crochet 8. Row 19 is when we begin direct single crochet decreases on both sides. So now you don't have to pay attention to your stitch marker, or if you're on an odd or even row, you are going to be direct single crochet decreasing on both ends of your work. And you will repeat this direct single crochet decrease on both sides until row 24. That is the last row that you will do this. Row 25 is our final row, and it is the only row that is different in this process. If you need stitch counts, follow along the PDF pattern. But here I am finishing up row 24, which is the last time we do any decreases. For row 25, we're going to want to round out the ear. You are going to direct single crochet as normal, and then you're going to half double crochet that middle stitch, and then single crochet the last stitch. And you can see that that gives our dog ear a nice rounded point, and you can fasten off and weave your ends and sew it to wherever you think it looks good on your dog's head.